Horoscope, June 11th, 12th, and 13th. June 11th, 12th, and 13th. Sun is going to be in Gemini, and the moon is going to be in Pisces. During this time is the birthday of Johnny Depp on the 12th and Melissa Ziegler on the 13th. And so Johnny Depp, as you all know, is an actor who played in Scissorhands. He played in the movie Sweeney Todd as Sweeney Todd, and also in another version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka. And then Melissa Ziegler is a mom from the Dance Moms. So, Sun in Gemini, Moon in Pisces. The Sun rules Leo, and it represents ego, basic personality, essence, vitality, exuberance, and attention. And the Moon being in the coochiest sign of the zodiac, Cancer, represents emotion, soft, cold, but warm, comforts, sensitivity, nourishing, nurturing, internal emotions. That's what the moon represents. So, Sun in Gemini, Moon in Pisces. Now, here's something that I want to say about these two signs. Now, I said it before and I'll say it again. With every zodiac sign, there is the element that, they already have. So, Gemini is already an air sign, but with that sign and its qualities, its aspects, characteristics, and traits, there's another element tied into that that zodiac sign that is a combination of that tying in element and the element the sign already is. So, Gemini is already an air sign, but there's another element tied in. There's a fire element. So Gemini would be considered the fire to the air because it's a lot like Aries, how it's just impulsive with its words and its socializing and its thinking, how it wants to get out, how it wants to be free, how it doesn't want others bossing it around. Aries directly linked with fire. Gemini is a very, very flighty sign. Very fickle and all over the place, needing constant stimulation. It's a really fun and funny. It's very mischievous, and it has split personality as well with the twins. As a symbol. And so the moon being in Pisces, represented by the two fishes. Here is something that these two signs have in common, is that both of them are very airy signs. And I'll talk about that a little bit and how these two come together and make a very, very fluid and very, very compatible sun and moon coupling relationship. But so, both of these signs are represented by two objects in one. So Gemini is represented by 2 for 1, Pisces is represented by 2 for 1. Gemini is represented by the twins, which is two things, or two individuals. Pisces is represented by two fishes. So there's a, indecisiveness and physicality there. With this combination going in one direction, going in another. One wants to go this way, do this, or say this. One wants to go another way, do that, or say that. Mood, doing, and actions are not really, decisive. It's a little bit of a, as I said, a changing of the mind and, unsure about feeling. So, Pisces is considered the air to the water. Remember, every sign has another element that is tied into it. So Pisces is the air to the water. It's the air to the... So the tying in element influences a specific, unique portion to whatever the original element is. So, it's the water, emotional, sensitive, but it has an air quality with that. So Pisces is all about its dreaming, and it's all about, and by the way, I forgot the ruling planet. So Gemini ruled by Mercury, closest to the Sun, quickest moving, rules communication and thinking, and very witty. Pisces rules Neptune, which is a faraway planet from the Sun, and it's very slow moving. And it represents the unconscious mind. It represents dreaming and fantasies and also imagination and escape. And so also sensitivity to all of the different art forms, like, sensitivity to colors or sensitivity to, I don't know. But so Pisces is a water sign because it is emotional and sensitive. However, the air part of that is its being able to imagine and use its mind, because it uses its mind to imagine and dream up different fantasies, and it's also very, very romantic. So even though it's water, it uses its mind and it kind of spaces out and and something that is very interested in is meditation. So this is a very, very flighty combination, and I think put these two in relationship, and I think that they would work out pretty darn well, because Gemini would provide the fun, the air-like, social mischief, light-heartedness, and humor and ideas, and then Pisces would be, the one, with all of those things that Gemini says and does, adding the emotion to all of the ideas and all of the fantasies and imaginary dreams. So air and then water, these two square each other because they're both mutable, and mutable means changeable. It means changeable. So, those are these two signs. So it would be a great couple of days to rearrange something, read something, dream something, or, write a story, or write a poem, or, compose song lyrics, because that's the real combination between Gemini Pisces is someone who's really, really creative with the mind, the intellect, and the communication. With the arrow like Gemini, with that Pisces dreamy, imaginary fantasy, with that emotion, with the emotion added to that. So, great day for painting, great day for singing songs, and it can think of a lot of great and really creative ideas as well. So that is your horoscope, and the next combination is going to be incredibly, incredibly compatible.